Yo, yo, what up, everybody? I'm Jay the Kid, and as you see here, we got a returning member of the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, we got our boy, Vaughn the Don. How you feeling, buddy?
Feeling good, man. Glad to be back.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. Go ahead and fill the people, fill the people in on what's been happening. What's the update?
So all right. So I know everybody been wondering where I've been at for the month. Your boy was in a car accident. I had a real bad concussion. I couldn't, really do much. Right now I'm on a road of recovery. I've been going to therapy. I'm good to record and all that. I still gotta do my certain limits with my back. Back injuries is gonna take a while, but I'm just happy to be back. I'm happy to be around y'all again. That month felt like hell because it's like, man, I can't even could give my takes on nothing. Just to think about how I felt not able to give my take on WrestleMania, man. So it's just good to be back, man. Phobos fam, I'm back, man.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. So right now, we probably just go just chill out on this episode, but I wanted to revisit something that we did not too long ago, a little bit later into this video. But
Mm.
I want to ask you, if I was to say a triple threat match between Oba Femi, Royce Keys, and Jacob Fatu, who coming out victorious in that?
Mm. That's gonna be a tough one. Uh if you shit, cause Jacob got the hype right now, and Oba got the hype. And then you don't want to leave Keys out of the because we haven't been using him because he just won the under the Giant Battle Royal. Oh damn! If you want to keep the dominance appearance, I'll go with Oba because he took down the Beast. Brock Lesnar made him retire. So if you put him something like that to keep up that the next Beast marker, he'll win that one. I wouldn't say it'd be easily, but I feel like that will probably push him even further.
True, I feel you. I feel you. But at the same time, no, it's like you destroy like two. Well, I guess I wouldn't say destroy. I guess it'd be. It depends on exactly what's the outcome of how they win. Like if I'm just beating the hell out of Jacob Fatu the whole night, nobody's really believing that because at some moment Jacob Fatu gonna have to take over in this match. He's not gonna be the softest
Hmm.
competitor. But you also got to make Royce Keys look dominant as well because y'all got this whole thing of powerhouse like he the shit. But then you got Oba Femi who is like the future and like he could be world champion now and dethrone Roman and nobody would bat an eye to it. Nobody would be
Hmm.
like, damn, we didn't get 6 months with Roman. Like a lot of people probably would be happy that Oba Femi is world champion.
Hmm.
It only makes sense. It's not really no playing around with him. We done seen him manhandle some shit already. So
Hmm.
it's like I don't know. I don't know who really comes out victorious if that match does happen because damn, I'm gonna be fucked up
Right.
because I know there needs to be a winner. I just don't want to see nobody lose. Especially if they get pushed right and everything. Hobbs and Jacob having some type of beef later down the road could be
Mhm.
something interesting.
Right.
But we just gonna hold off on that.
Hmm.
And then also, I don't know if you've been watching AEW, but the Death Riders thing with Will Ospreay, I was talking to Bray about it last time. That shit intriguing. I ain't gonna lie to you, gang. That the idea of Will Ospreay having to learn all of this new shit and like it's basically like a storyline of him like joining the dark side, but like he not joining them niggas. But
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10, he gonna join them niggas. But it looked like he not. Him, Jon Moxley, low key, I don't understand why they have a storyline together. Just because they have two different areas of fighting, but it intrigues my eye for some goddamn reason. Because Will Ospreay, I thought he was gonna be like the kiss ass fly in the air guy, and just like do
Mm-hmm.
it for the fans. But low key, he could be a great ass heel if he did decide to join the Death Riders. But low key, I don't think he'd be a heel. I think they all face right now, but like some of them
Mm-hmm.
niggas do heel shit. So I don't know. I got my eyes on that, and then I don't know. I Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. I didn't think they would last this long. I really thought that they'd probably be done after Mania.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fact that Backlash happened and they still together, it don't make no sense to me, respectfully. Um, Not saying that they a bad thing, not saying they a terrible team or whatever, but it's like we now at a certain point in time, like we finna start getting a few more call ups. So
Mm-hmm.
we gonna be making a few more stars. Where's the placement gonna be at? Because I don't think we literally pushing out young girls into the main roster after leaving NXT,
Right.
and at least 50% of them get to the top. 50% of them fall to the middle class, and then 9 times out of 10, the bottom half is getting released. We we see that too often to the point where now it's like, come on now. At some point, we got to be serious. Nobody is trying to see Alexa Bliss and Charlotte get the tag team titles again and stay as a tag team, because if they stay as a tag team and these young girls come in and they start putting belt to ass on the main roster, there's no more spots for y'all on the main roster. And I'm not saying that as like a diss to Charlotte and Alexa and everything,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, I know it's an opportunity that they want to turn this into a storyline to where they can split off and everything. But I just hope WWE plans and TKO plans ain't to keep them as a team just because Charlotte Flair is a good human. Because I feel like they make so much money off of like the Charlotte Flair shirts and everything like that. Like they want to
Mm-hmm.
keep her as a face to like keep that money in house and like get those shirts sold and everything, because it's going to a great cause and everything. But I like in wrestling kayfabe terms, Charlotte Flair is the best woman heel.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of WWE, Charlotte Flair is a great human. I don't want them trying to push those two worlds together and everything, because Charlotte Flair is such a good women heel. She could make some pretty good storylines before she leave. If she can get on the roster, if Jada Parker can get on the main roster and have some type of feud with Charlotte Flair going into it, I feel like that would boost Jada Parker's career. That would definitely make Charlotte Flair one of those women that you can't deny as top 10 in her generation. Top 5, low
Mm-hmm.
key. Hell, top 3, if we really want to debate. I mean, as much as I couldn't stand Charlotte Flair earlier in her career, I now get to the point in everything where it's like, she still set up a certain limit. Now, will I say she had some unprofessional choices in her career first? Yes, but I mean, shit, some people do. Some people ain't the best people in the world and shit like that, so you can't really judge and base shit off of that.
Mm-hmm.
But Charlotte Flair, good ass evil heel. but a great person on the outside. I don't want those
Mm-hmm.
two worlds to collide because I low key I feel like Charlotte turning on Alexa would be too obvious. But if Alexa turns on Charlotte, Charlotte is still the face going in and everything. When they split off, that's cool because now
Mm-hmm.
you got a isolated, focused Charlotte Flair. So isolated Charlotte Flair is 9 times out of 10 gonna try to get her hands dirty if she has to. At the
Right.
flip up of at the flip of the moment, like Charlotte Flair, like she Pooh Shiesty. She the white girl Pooh Shiesty. It's like Charlotte will talk the most shit about you on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
She attack you at your weakest points. She is not afraid to cost you any moment in between that. And her
Nah, she
main
not.
thing is, I'm gonna piss you off, and you gonna think you gonna be ahead of me in the conversation for a title shot. And guess who's still gonna get it? I am, because I'm the standard for all of the women for the next 5, 6 years.
Right.
You want to be the woman on this brand and everything. It was only 5 other women on this roster that could come close to me. Can you even perform like them? Can you outperform them before you even get close to my standard? I feel like Charlotte Flair doing that as the face could work, but Charlotte Flair putting it in your face, calling you a bitch ass nigga. Well, she not calling you the nigga part, but you feel me?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I don't know. I just want Charlotte Flair to continue doing what she doing. But if it's a moment we can get a heel Charlotte, bucket, please. I I get it. Good person on the outside. Great relationship. She's a kind person. But please remember, this is wrestling. We enjoy the character. And we know that Charlotte Flair can get dirty. She can get physical. She was just that a year and a half ago. Maybe 2 years ago. But we do not need to see Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss together for that long. Now I feel like cut this shit off maybe after Clash at Italy. Is that what that is?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at the Clash at Italy, cut this shit off. We don't need to see no more of this shit around. I don't need to see no more of this BFF shit turn like kind of friends, but like we play like we not, but like we have fun with each other, but we not getting the tag titles right now because the young girls finna take them. So now somebody either got to go be Women's United States Champion or somebody got to be WWE Women's Champion. So now y'all got to fight in between that and everything because why stay in the tag team division if y'all not gonna win the tag titles? It's kind of
Right.
like the Street Profits. It's kind of like why keep them together if like we not seeing tag team gold? We held gold one time, and then y'all want to count it as twice because we swapped belts with the tag team champions on the other brand because we got drafted to different brands, but y'all couldn't make sense of why we couldn't fight for the belt. So y'all fight one more time for the belts or whatever, and then like make the other team number one contenders to fight for the belt when they get on that brand.
Mm-hmm.
Like like that could have happened. But y'all just like, nope, let's just swap titles because you're the champion now and y'all the champion now. But y'all gonna not be on the same brand as the championships y'all won. Let's just swap titles and be like, okay, like you a champion of that brand, you the champion of that brand. It's like nobody earned it. But I'm.
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts on this week, bro? I ain't gonna lie to you. You got it.
So, really, I say I do like the Jacob Fatu and the Bloodline beef. Um, I don't know what the hell they're gonna do with CM Punk after he just said I'm not going on break, and he still went up. They still ended up sending him home. The Oba Femi Open challenge. I know what they're trying to do, but it's like, man, put him against somebody, man. At this point, um, and then I want to get on the Bella Twins. Well, with Paige being the tag team champions. Uh, I feel like with that one, they should have had somebody to replace if the other one couldn't fight. You replace the other twin and have somebody jump in and tag with Paige. Instead of that, instead of is it Bree that won it with Paige?
Yep.
Instead of Bree and Paige, it's like it don't make sense to me. Feel like that was bad writing, and they should. I feel like they need to take the titles off them quickly as possible.
Yo,
Um,
Exactly. Yo,
and then
yo.
with the Vision, I I see what they doing with Braun Breaker and all that, but I have no idea where they trying to go with it though. What's going on, Craig?
yo, what's up, guys? This
Not much.
turn, I didn't see the message. I'm running late as hell. That's my bad.
You all good. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now, we have Talking Smack with Creed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in our boy.
How you guys doing?
Huh.
I'm like I said, I am running late. This has been a long week.
Hey man, it's all good. It's all good. We just talking about a little bit of this week through the wrestling and just what we find interesting.
Hey, I get that completely. I've already told you a little bit, but I haven't been watching much after WrestleMania, but I've been keeping through with like TikTok and whatnot.
Mhm.
Yeah, nah. We've been catching it through clips too. Don't get me wrong. I catch some moments. Uh,
Yeah, like
who,
I about to say, what's y'all thoughts on Backlash?
not the biggest fan of it,
well,
respectfully.
I want to like
I didn't hate it,
yeah,
but it's like okay. I mean, it's like all right, it was cool. But
Hmm.
what we got going forward, it's so many spots for WWE to like fumble on low key that it shouldn't be difficult. JC Jane should immediately somehow get her hands on a women's United States championship. We should not be giving JC Jane the women's world championship no time immediately. Respectfully, could she do it? Possibly. If they booked it right. But I don't think WWE is gonna book it right.
Hmm.
I think that there's a chance that WWE fumbles that immediately if they make her lose to Rhea Ripley like once or twice, even though she got two other people in the way. It's like, yes, Io Sky is her friend. Yes, she could just find some random chick in the back that could decide to want to defend her. I get that. But JC Jane as a women's world champion could fumble if y'all be like, oh, okay, we're not getting the fan votes that we really want to see. Let's let you lose it to Io Sky just so she can go against Rhea Ripley one more time. I
Right.
don't like that idea. I think that the idea is pretty plain because then you ruin her first title run doing buffoonery, letting the motherfucker play around as world champion and y'all not serious about her being world champion.
Right.
yeah, I think that's the problem with WWE when it comes to champions now. Like, let's say hypothetically they give her the championship, right? They won't, but they do. Well, WWE gives anyone a champion. It's either they fight every week on Raw, or SmackDown, loses it, and the belt becomes irrelevant, or whoever wins the belt, like Jade. She had the belt for almost 6 months. Had what, two defenses, and lost her second one. Like, what's the thought process? Like, how can you make someone like a serious like superstar if like either they're never doing nothing superstar related, or it's like, oh, they're the champion and they'll defend every week, and as soon as they get a real opponent, they drop it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I want WWE to be smart about these call ups for the women because we know immediately Ruka is getting a women's intercontinental championship around her waist. Like, we know that's about to happen because we know the crowd perception, her move, it's like her vibe and everything. We know that that is what people are going to lean towards immediately to get to that belt because we feel the same way about Javon Evans. We feel the same way about Trick Williams, and it happened first. So
Mm-hmm.
I know the opportunity is there for them to actually get this done. My question is, will they? Will they play it right now? Because their future could be very, very good when CM Punk leave. If Roman Reigns decides to leave, if Seth Rollins gives this shit up, if all of the names that most of these people say we still only sticking in because these guys are here, whatever, y'all got a fan base that'll be like, okay, bye, what the fuck? We still got good wrestling over here. You don't just have to rebuild everything else and then hire the guys that y'all didn't take serious back and then y'all try to build y'all fan base off of that. No. Y'all can literally just now start building y'all future brick by brick because y'all got y'all developmental evolve that turns to NXT. Y'all got LFG that turns into Evolve. That still got to go through NXT. That still got to go to the main roster and everything. So y'all are building pieces in the development brick by brick for the next 10 to 15 years. Now that's if TKO sees it as that because WWE could be a well-oiled machine for talent. We already giving
Mm-hmm.
NILs to like kids who are playing fucking volleyball that could transition into wrestling. That track and field people who turned into wrestling. It's so much other shit that they're recruiting that turn out to be a success. And if it don't, at least they got the experience and made some money off of it. Y'all can
Mm-hmm.
treat it as that, but please do not fumble it. Because I get that y'all are all about profit right now because it's TKO, but when real wrestling was around, y'all know the mindset was how to keep this shit going. Some companies died because they didn't know how to keep this shit going. I don't want WWE to die because they not keeping shit going and they trying to make stockholders happy to keep the money flowing in from them. If y'all are
Right.
open market and everything like that, y'all know the main people who are going to pour their money into this shit is the people who like real wrestling, not who's the hottest right now. Because you can grow talent and love from somebody regardless. Roman Reigns, in-house talent that became the biggest wrestler of the last 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
He's on the list with a lot of people that most people thought he would never amount to. And now you have to literally force it off of just what, 5 good years? 5 good years since 2020. Since COVID on up, Roman Reigns has been the main person. Not a lot of people. It's a bunch of people out here right now that don't watch wrestling. But if you showed them a picture of Roman Reigns, 9 times out of 10, like 1 out of every 7 of those people probably would know Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
He got that much push just because he walked around like he was that dude. And now it's kind of like, who's after this? Oba Femi could be after this, and that could be perfect for y'all. Javon Evans wasn't grown in house, but if y'all keep him as a well-oiled machine, performing night in, night out, but also not forcing him to try to go be something that he's not,
Mm-hmm.
y'all will make money off of that, and that'll bring confidence for even the younger to want to join and get started into this shit. Because again,
Right.
you could keep this shit going for the next 10, 15 years. But that's gonna be another topic soon. Vaughn, uh now, just to bring this up, the way Vaughn and Creed met off of the Batista and being overrated. Now, now. That's one of my favorite moments. Don't get me wrong. That's one of my favorite moments I've had on social media. Just being able to be like, oh hey, we really had a wild take to somebody like that, to where it's like, okay, I'm like, damn, all right. I know that some people are interacting with our content and everything, and most wrestling pages, I didn't feel like actually interacted with us, but Creed was one of the first people to give us that like reaction video where I was like, okay, this is cool. I
Mm-hmm.
like this. I like this.
It's kind of funny because like a lot of people don't know this because like people like you guys, much people like they'll talk and ask questions and like, man, you know a lot about YouTube and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I had a YouTube channel over 1,000 subscribers at one point. I got out of YouTube, and last year I was like, oh, I want to try wrestling content. And I've been part of the IWC, but never like into the IWC. Like I've seen the surface level, and I was like, yeah, that's enough for me. Like most people do. And I
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
remember scrolling. It was like I was on like morning break, and I was scrolling, and I saw it, and I know the context now of everything, but it was like, who's more like overrated wrestler in the ring or something like along the lines. Like, oh, it was like Batista and Yokozuna, and like
Mm-hmm.
clip was it cut off the wrestling part. So like, who's more overrated? And it was like, oh, Batista, and it's like, did we watch the same era? Did we watch the same guys in the wrestling ring, the same stories? Like my brain started hurting at 9:35. I was like, wait a damn minute, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because
Uh,
I feel like most of us grew up in the era of like 2006, 2005
Mm-hmm.
up, and yeah, most of us were around that time or kids watching like older cousins or older siblings. That's why I came into play, and I like Batista. He's one of my favorite, not all time favorites. He's one of my personal favorites, and so I was like,
Mm-hmm.
how the hell is Batista and Yokozuna on the same level of comparison?
Right.
So that's why I was like, wait a minute. I don't want to sound like an asshole here, but what the hell are we talking about?
Yeah, I had to explain that because how the video was edited, it seemed like I just caught it overrated. I was like, no, no, no. Like as a person that grew up on ruthless aggression, I'm like, nah. If we're gonna be truthful, I feel like Batista was more underrated as more as used as a wrestler. Like I felt like he was
Yeah.
kind of underrated. Like he should have had more title shots than what the title shots he was getting.
Yeah, a lot of people
true.
forget at one like for a good year and a half, Batista and Cena was the 1A, 1B like Rock and Austin. But then when
Hmm.
Cena shot up, Vince said, "Yeah, nah, it's all Cena. Sorry, Batista. You are a nice second at best."
Yeah, so it was like a basically a 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, at least that's yeah. You're right.
Exactly. So, with our next couple of minutes of the pod and everything, we are gonna do overrated, underrated, or properly rated.
Okay.
I
All
got
right, sounds
a
good.
full list of almost 500 WWE wrestlers over the last 30 years. And
Hmm.
well, not we, y'all, are going to sit here and debate on overrated, underrated, or properly rated. But the one twist I never told y'all about is y'all both have to agree. Y'all have to both agree on overrated, underrated, or properly rated at the end of it. Even if y'all don't agree, y'all have to decide
All
overrated,
right, that's gonna be
underrated,
fun.
All right,
or
okay.
properly
Yeah, I
rated.
get you. I get you.
Starting off this list, we gonna go easy. Chris Masters.
Chris Masters is a weird one for me. I don't want to say like he's overrated or underrated. I feel like he's just kind of properly rated.
I
I
say the
mean,
same.
but so yeah, nothing against the guy, but I don't wake up on a Tuesday morning and go, "Oh, let's watch Chris Masters." You know?
Right.
Fair. I give you that. I give you that. Okay, okay. We are gonna go JBL.
Oh, that one. I say he's properly rated.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I say properly rated or a slight bit underrated because his heel work gets overshadowed because everyone just talks about him and
Hmm.
Cena. But him and Eddie was fire too. Like I really like him and Eddie's feud.
Yeah, ring ability. I say he's underrated. But like the character JBL, because you got two different
Yeah,
JBLs. You got the APA and then you got the JBL the asshole, and I feel like the heel one, I say he's properly rated because when that motherfucker used to come on your TV screen, oh, you couldn't stand that bastard, and then he come out with that ugly ass limo with the yeah boy.
Yeah.
You know, now that you mention it, he did have a wink ass limo. I ain't gonna lie to you. For a man who supposed to have all this money, his limo really wasn't shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like you got all that money and you
Man,
like your
he's balling on
limo
the
is just
budget, Dino.
plain.
Balling on the budget.
Like you walked into the parking lot, you looked at every option for a limousine and said that one. Nah, that's wild. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's crazy, JBL. All right, next we got Rhino.
Hmm.
Okay, I don't know how we're talking about around here. ECW, I think he's pretty properly rated in his ECW because like most people know him from his ECW early 2000s coming to WWE or F at the time. But WWE, I feel like he's properly rated. I mean, he has his cool moments, won a few mid card belts, a tag belt here and there. I mean, I like Rhino, but I'm not gonna say like, oh yeah, he's so underrated, he's goated. No, he's cool. Rhino's cool. I like Rhino.
I agree with Creed on that one. He like
All
Rhino one of them like unless you a big diehard ECW fan, you might go crazy about. But like somebody like that just watch wrestling, Rhino never been one of them tight like ah damn Rhino's on. I'm about to tune into this match.
right.
I gotta
Like
cancel all my plans right now.
yeah,
Interesting. Okay, okay. Kevin Nash slash Scott Hall. I want y'all to rate
hmm.
them as a duo, and then I want y'all to rate them like as solo.
Me for as a duo, I said they was properly rated. I mean like the aura, the how they formed, that was the first NWO. So it's like
Yeah.
I can't even shit on that because without the outsiders we wouldn't have the NWO. So I feel like they're properly rated. And for like individual, Scott Hall, aka Razor Ramon, I say he was properly rated. I that character Razor Ramon, I mean, it done numbers to people. Like hey Chico, like people was still throwing out toothpicks because of that man. How like that man whole aura. And
I
Kevin
get that.
Nash, aka Diesel, I know I'm gonna get flagged. Like I ain't gonna say he overrated, but like Diesel to me, okay, in ring for a big 7 foot guy, he moved pretty well. Let's get that straight. He moved pretty well. But I was never a big Kevin Nash fan, so it was like, uh,
Well, Bond's being nice, but I'll say for him, Kevin Nash, Diesel is overrated. Like, I'm sorry, but his best match are with good ring workers like Sean, Brett, even the few Taker matches was pretty solid. Outside of that, you're not watching a Diesel match in your free time. I don't care who you are. You're not gonna sit here and lie to me. Like with Razor Ramon and Scott Hall, Razor Ramon was one of the few guys who deserved at least one WF title run. He didn't get it, unfortunately, but he had that aura. He was fun. He was cool. He was cocky. You wanted to be Razor Ramon. Like, you was like, yeah, I want to be that fucking cool. Unfortunately, I won't be that cool, but Razor Ramon's cool. And then you said, well, the NWO, like with outsiders, NWO wouldn't have as much impact because Hogan turned heel for the outsiders. The company he left convinced him to turn heel. That's the huge impact of the group. But yeah, I agree. I agree with Juan. Like, yeah, no misses right there.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Y'all agreeing? Y'all are getting along pretty well with these. I'm gonna be
yeah,
real with y'all. See, that's what I mean. Miscommunication through it all. That this game is bringing y'all closer together as friends.
Great minds think alike.
yeah.
Okay, let's go off the wall here. We're gonna go Baron Corbin,
Mm.
and it's just his WWE one run, not who he
Okay.
is now, but just WWE.
Okay, so I'm gonna put it in two categories because I know I may get flack. I don't know. As a wrestler, underrated. I think Baron Corbin had some pretty solid like his ring work was pretty solid. His finish was really protected into like what Drew McIntyre, WrestleMania
Mhm.
38. Like
Yeah.
I'll give him that. But as a character, I thought he was annoying, especially for 2017, 2019 when he came corporate Corbin, poor Corbin happened. It was just kind of like this. They're throwing shit at the wall, hoping something sticks for him.
Yeah, they
And like,
just did the Brad Maddox treatment to him, and that was
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
sad.
Let's say as a talent, he's underrated, but everything else, I'd say overrated. Like, and that's not hate. I just,
Like, I agree with Creed. Wrestling wise, underrated. But the character, they dropped the ball on him.
yeah,
That's all I'm
yeah,
gonna say. Like they dropped the ball on him. How you got him as the lone wolf, and then you have him as corporate Corbin. Then you have him as what broke ass Corbin. Like come
yeah.
on, man. Like Corbin
Bum
should have
Corbin,
been
crazy.
better than what he is. Like when like you call this man the lone wolf, we should have seen Corbin should have had like I wouldn't say he could have been a major champion, but he could have been a mid card demon, literally.
Exactly, exactly. He could have been a threat to like underdogs. That's kind of boost younger talent up into the like main event scene in a few years.
Hmm.
But next person we gonna do, just because I don't know exactly how much we think of him as a wrestling fan base, but Arn Anderson.
Hmm. I'm not
Well,
gonna go
yeah,
ahead,
go ahead.
Creed.
Yeah, you go ahead, go ahead, man.
Arn Anderson. If we talking about aura with the Four Horsemen, I say properly rated. But wrestling, I I ain't trying to piss off old people, but I say he kind of underrated.
Yeah, R. Anderson's has one of the best spine busters I think I've ever seen. Like he was like he's about to break you in half when he drops you, and I like when a move looks like it's gonna kill you in real life. Like I hit you that real life, you're not getting back up.
Hmm.
And yeah, he's
Yeah.
as a wrestler and a worker, he's very underrated. And like, but his work in the Four Horsemen is is pretty popularly rated. Like you can't say it's overrated because like their impact you can't deny it. And it's not underrated because everyone talked about it. If you don't know the Four Horsemen, you just started watching wrestling yesterday. Like that's all I gotta say.
Okay. Okay. Let's run around this list. Stop.
Give somebody controversial.
Let's say yeah,
Somebody.
like a top guy
Somebody
or something.
Somebody controversial. Bam Bam Bigelow. And I got somebody
How
controversial for y'all right after this.
okay?
Okay.
How do I say this without sounding like I guess evil or the word could be Mark? Bam Bam Bigelow is one of the most underrated big guys. Like his work in ECW, I love it. Like I really do. And some of the stuff he did over Japan was pretty solid. But in the WWE, I can't look past that he main evented WrestleMania with Lawrence Taylor. And keep in mind, I'm a Giants guy. I like the New York Giants. What is Lawrence Taylor about wrestling? Like, why is you and Bam Bam in the main event? You have Sean Diesel go out and put on a solid match. Nah, let's have the football guy who's on the edge of his career fight our fat guy Bam Bam. That's not shade. The freaking Bam Bam. But for what it was a cool match. But for the main event of WrestleMania, if that happened today, in the day's age of wrestling, the internet would actually explode twice.
Mm. I agree with Creed on that one. It's like Bam Bam, one of them guys. Is like he he's underrated in ring, but it's like hell. If you know wrestling, you know who he is. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, he got that look to him. It's like okay, it's hard not to not know who the hell Bam Bam Bigelow is.
Let's say, yeah, yeah. I agree.
I like that. Now, the last person, because I've been sitting here looking through this list and I've been thinking controversial WWE stars. And I went back and looked at the Attitude Era segment. The most dangerous man in wrestling because he did not protect you at all. And he purposefully injured a wrestler so bad that the person had a collapse. I think, was it a collapsed lung or something? But Ron Simmons talked about this a little bit back then. Ahmed Johnson.
Oh, ooh, we. Uh,
Mm.
I would say.
From
I
what
wouldn't
you've
say he
seen,
was
though,
I wouldn't say he was properly rated.
I was gonna say don't base it off of what I just said, but what you've seen personally as a wrestling fan. What would you rate him?
Hmm. I'm gonna let Creed go with this one first. I gotta sit there and think about this.
Yeah, that's the problem. I was hoping you'd go first. I'm thinking like, dude, what did I say about this? Because I don't want to be like basic and go, I don't really give a crap about him. Like nothing he's done really moves me. Like I'm not like
Oh,
I
I
think
guess
he's.
Creed jumped off real quick and everything. Vaughn, I guess you can finish up your part of it and everything.
I mean, like he had the look. He had the. I say, I mean, if he would have like was more safe, he could have been like a little like low key wrestling, in ring goat. I'm not saying he would go goat, but like he could have been like one of them. Like, oh man was a bad boy. Like it ain't taken away for what he did, but he was such an asshole to everybody. It's kind of hard to like really
yeah,
judge him.
yeah.
Like,
That unfortunately happens with a lot of wrestlers, especially from the 80s and 90s, where it's like, oh yeah, they were great, they had their moments, but learning as we like get them our age, oh they were cokeheads, or they beat women, or they hated everyone in the locker room, or they were racist, and you're like, I don't want to give him anything good because like he's a piece of shit.
mm-hmm.
But
I
yeah, no,
feel y'all.
I agree with that. Yeah, it's kind of hard to say he wouldn't be like a bad wrestler, but like it's kind of look past all the shit he did and how unsafe he was in the ring.
Exactly. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is gonna be the end of this episode. Just because we gotta get this wrapped up because we actually got something that we are finna share online with y'all in a little bit. Y'all need to stay tuned into our Instagram page to get that information though. That is exclusively just coming off our Instagram. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jay the Kid. That's my boy Von the Don. And joining us again, our special guest, Talking Smack with Creed.
Yeah, as far as for appearance, but I'm glad you guys have me on again.
Of course, of course. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Four Ropes for a Podcast, and always and forever, we want to thank you for wrestling. And we out. Peace.